Sometimes when gluing strips of wood together like this, it either bows out or in, so I get a straight edge with my jointer so it's nice and flat to go against my table saw fence. I cut this at a 45-degree angle, and I wanted to cut the other side at an angle, and to put the angle against the fence, if I just lay this board flat against the table saw, sometimes that angle gets caught underneath the fence. So I temporarily glued this piece of plywood to raise it up. Now it can sit right along the fence there so it doesn't get caught under the fence. I made this a little bit too short, so I had to glue this extra piece on, and now I'm gonna have to cut the angle again. I put the varnish on the inside of these because after I glue it together in a square, it'll be hard to access the inside. I used tape to glue this together. I wasn't sure if I would use clamps if it would make the angles slide and make it out of square, so I just used tape and the angles kind of made themselves square. I notched out the sides on these blocks, and the one of them I glued on the bottom, and then this one is going to be for the lid. When you want to find the center of a square, you put a straight edge from corner to corner, make a mark, and then go from the other corner to the corner and make a mark, and there you have center. I made this slightly smaller than the hole to give it a little play, so it has room for the glue to go so there's not so much squeeze out. This is my sanding process. I start out with 80 grit and then go 120 and then raise the grain with water, and then once it dries, I finish it off with 220 and then ready for the finish. And here's the finished product. What should I make next?